Over 14% of runners get IT band issues every year, even though they're 100% preventable. Most people will just try to stretch it, foam roll it, or completely avoid it, which is why they get stuck with it in the first place, because the real changes only ever happen once you start confronting your weaknesses and gaining strength in them. So now let's discuss how you can protect your IT band against running injuries using the Running Ability program. Our route to true recovery starts in the Unlock program on the floor, building up our abductor raises to protect ourselves against damage in the outer hip. In Tuesday's workout, we're doing 2 sets of 10 reps with a 5-second top hold on each rep, and it gets even better because you can scale infinitely by adding ankle weights. Because the weaker that we are in the outer hip through this straight leg position, the faster it'll give out when you run, putting more stress on the IT band. The same goes for the hip flexors. If they're overly tight or weak, it'll put more stress on the IT band. So in Monday's workout, we spend time matching our new outer glute strength with new hip flexor strength in the same way as before. 2 sets of 10 reps with a 5-second top hold, because the stronger that we get at picking up our leg like this, the less issues we'll have when we need to pick up our leg for running. Most runners are super weak in this area, so you may feel some cramping. If you need to make it easier, just lean further back, making it easy for anyone to start getting into it. Because when we look at our running stride, most people get that IT band pain when they actually land, and that only happens if your outer glute and hip flexor are too weak, meaning it's gonna get pulled on more, they're gonna give out, and then all of that stress is gonna go through the IT band instead. So those first 8 weeks will already start to kickstart our IT band recovery. We then move into the next 8 weeks in rebuild. That's where we reinforce our hip strength by picking up our leg with weights like we've seen Usain Bolt do in his training. In Monday's workout, we set a 3-minute timer, and you're aiming for 45 reps on one leg in those 3 minutes. Do all of your reps on one side, then switch the weights to your other leg, reset the 3-minute timer, and aim for 45 reps on this leg next. And the reason why we use timers in the rebuild program is because we don't just want hip flexor strength to protect our IT band, but we also need endurance, because when we're running, we're not just doing 1 rep and then finishing, but we need to continue using our hip flexor when it's fatigued. So we mimic that in our training by continuing to do the next set before we're fully rested. And remember that in the rebuild phase of the program, we're also building up our glutes with our glute bridge isometrics, plus our 90-90 pigeon stretch to undo more tightness through the outer hip, and we're progressing our couch stretch to knee against wall, leaving no weak links for your IT band. Then finally, in your last 8 weeks in targets, we get laser focused on building world-class levels of hip ability so we can protect our IT band the most, working up to our target of a 20-second isometric with 20% of your body weight loaded, where we can gain length through the outer hip and strength because we're pushing our knee into the floor, while also gaining length through the hip flexor by pulling our foot into the ground. And while these targets may not be perfect, they're just a guide for you in a world where a guide never exists, and it's proven to help runners fix their IT band pain and get back to running. Because when your IT band gets stronger through tougher positions with additional weights, then being able to run in easier position with no additional weights becomes a lot easier, and that's when pain-free running becomes super realistic.